deeply emotional 70s and 80s inspired old pop ballad, sweet sorrowful. A deeply emotional 70s and 80s inspired old pop ballad, sweet sorrowful. A deeply emotional 70s and 80s inspired a deeply emotional 70s, a deeply emotional 70s.
I kept the light on by the door, like I always used to do. The winter came and summer passed, I still waited there for you. The hallway knows your footsteps, the walls remember too. Every little corner still belongs to me and you. People say the heart moves on when enough time has gone by, but they don't know the kind of love that never says goodbye. I kept the light on through the lonely years, I kept your name close through the falling tears. I kept the light on, though you never came. Somewhere in the darkness, I still called your name. Your coat is gone, your picture stays, your letters fade to gray. I read them when the night gets cold and dreams get in the way. I tried to learn a different life, I tried to close the past, but love that leaves too quietly is love that seems to last. Maybe I was foolish, maybe I was kind, but every road away from you brought you back to mind. I kept the light on through the lonely years, I kept your name close through the falling tears. I kept the light on, though you never came. Somewhere in the darkness, I still called your name. One day I may turn it off, one day I may be free, but tonight that little light is all that's left of me. I kept the light on for a love gone by, for the girl I used to be who never learned to cry. I kept the light on, soft and small and true. Even when I lost myself, I still waited for you. The light is still burning, but you are not here. Before the last goodbye, you held my hand so still, like words were standing between us, but neither one could will. The station lights were fading, the evening train was near. I tried to smile bravely, but my heart was full of fear. You said it's not forever, but your eyes could not pretend. Sometimes love is leaving long before the end. Before the last goodbye, I loved you more than ever. I wanted time to stop and hold us there together. Before the last goodbye, I knew that we were through, but even as you left me, I was still in love with you. The platform became empty, the rain began to fall. I stood there with your shadow and nothing else at all. The train took you to somewhere my heart could never go, and every mile between us became a pain, I know. I still remember clearly the way you looked at me, like someone who was sorry but already free. Before the last goodbye, I loved you more than ever. I wanted time to stop and hold us there together. Before the last goodbye, I knew that we were through, but even as you left me, I was still in love with you. If I had one more moment, I would not ask you to stay. I'd only say I loved you in the words I hid away. Before the last goodbye, the world was almost kind. Before you turned and left me, I still thought you were mine. Before the last goodbye, my heart already knew. Some people people leave forever, but never leave from you. Before the last goodbye, I was still in love with you. There's a photograph I hide inside a book we used to read. Your smile is still so young there, like you never had to leave. I take it out on rainy nights when sleep is far away, and wonder if you ever kept a part of yesterday. The corners may be fading, the colors may be gone, but one small piece of paper still keeps holding on. The photograph I hide still breaks my heart in two, a frozen little moment where I still belong to you. Show it to anyone, they wouldn't understand how love can live so quietly inside a trembling hand. You wore that old blue sweater, I wore my summer dress. We looked like we believed in time and all its tenderness. But time can be a thief sometimes, it steals without a sound and leaves you with a memory too heavy to put down. The photograph I hide still breaks my heart in two, a frozen little moment where I still belong to you. If I could step inside it, if I could live back then, I'd hold you like the first time and never lose again. The photograph I hide is all I have tonight, a little square of yesterday still glowing in the light. The photograph I hide will fade but never die, like love that lost its way but never said goodbye. I close the book again, but you remain inside. You left your key upon the table. You left your coat beside the chair. You took the morning with you, but your silence stayed right there. The rooms became much bigger, the clocks began to slow, and everything that missed you had nowhere else to go. I thought love would leave with you when you closed that door, but love sat down beside me and hurt me even more. Love stayed after you left. It never walked away. It slept beside my pillow and woke me every day. Love stayed after you left, like a song without an end. You stopped being my lover, but never stopped being my friend. I washed the cups, I folded sheets, I changed the photographs, but memories are clever things. They know the hidden paths. They find me in the kitchen, they meet me in the rain, they whisper in the evening and call me back again. I try to close the windows, I try to change the light, but every lonely corner still knew your name at night. Love stayed after you left. It never walked away. It slept beside my pillow and woke me every day. Love stayed after you left, like a song without an end. You stopped being my lover, but never stopped being my friend. Maybe one day I'll forgive the way you had to go, but how do I forgive a love that still refuses no? Love stayed after you left, soft as a fallen tear. It turned this house into a place where you are always near. Love stayed after
after you left.
If the moon could tell you what I whisper every night, it would cross the lonely ocean with my heart wrapped in its light. It would say I still remember the way you looked at me, like I was your forever, like we were meant to be. But the moon is only watching from a silver sky above, and I am only someone still speaking to a love. If the moon could tell you how lonely I have been, it would shine through your window and bring you back again. I sit beside the curtain when the city falls asleep, holding all the memories that I was meant to keep. Your name becomes a prayer, your smile becomes a song, and every night without you feels a little more too long. The stars don't give me answers, the wind won't take my side, but I still send my wishes across the quiet sky. If the moon could tell you how lonely I have been, it would shine through your window and bring you back again. If the moon could tell you what I cannot say, you would know I still love you in the same old way. Maybe you are happy, maybe you forgot, but somewhere in the moonlight I love you more than not. If the moon could tell you, it would speak your name, it would tell you I'm still waiting, though nothing is the same. If the moon could tell you, it would softly cry. Some hearts let go of people, but never say goodbye. If the moon could tell you, it would sound like me. One more tear for yesterday, then I'll try to let it go. That's what I keep telling myself when the evening lights are low. lonely place. But yesterday is gentle, it knows just where to stay. It comes back in the quiet and takes my strength away. One more tear for yesterday, one more dream of you, one more little broken heart, still learning what is true. One more tear for yesterday, then maybe I'll be free. But every tear I cry for you brings you back to me. I kept your letters in a box, I kept your picture too. I kept the dress I wore that night when I first danced with you. The world says love is over when goodbye has been said, but some goodbyes are only words the heart won't understand. I tried to face tomorrow, I tried to change the view, but every new beginning still looks a lot like you. One more tear for yesterday, one more dream of you, one more little broken heart, still learning what is true. One more tear for yesterday, then maybe I'll be free. But every tear I cry for you brings you back to me. If tears could build a staircase to the time we used to know, I would climb through every sorrow just to never let you go. One more tear for yesterday, one more soft goodbye, one more look at what we lost beneath the same old sky. One more tear for yesterday, though I know you won't return. Some flames are only ashes, but they still know how to burn. One more tear for yesterday, and still I miss you so. When the cafe closes and the chairs are turned away, I'm still sitting by the window at the end of yesterday. The waiter dims the lights down, the music fades to blue, but but I can't leave the table where I once waited for you. The world outside is moving, the night is almost gone, but every part of me is still holding on. When the cafe closes and the rain is falling slow, I gather all the memories I never learned to show. When the cafe closes, I still see your face in the empty little corner of our favorite place. The cup is cold before me, the flowers bend their heads. I hear your voice in silence and all the words we said. You promised me tomorrow with such a tender smile. I guess some kinds of forever only last a little while. The door is locked behind me, the street lights start to fade, but I still carry every dream we never got to make. When the cafe closes and the rain is falling slow, I gather all the memories I never learned to show. When the cafe closes, I still see your face in the empty little corner of our favorite place. Maybe I will come again, maybe I will not, but love has made this little room the saddest place I've got. When the cafe closes and the night becomes so still, my heart stays at the window because it always will. When the cafe closes, I walk home alone with your name inside my coat and your ghost beside my own. When the cafe closes, I finally cry for you. This is a song for the one who left before the morning came, for the hands I used to hold, for the heart I couldn't blame. This is a song for the quiet pain that no one ever sees, for the love I keep in silence like a prayer upon my knees. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't curse the past, I only wish the sweetest things were made a little more to last. A song for the one who left, a song for the tears I hide, a song for the empty place still sleeping by my side, a song for the one who left, though you will never hear I sing it to the lonely night and pretend that you are near. This is a song for the summer rain that fell when you were mine, for the little cafe table and your fingers touching mine. This is a song for the photograph I never threw away, for every soft goodbye that still hurts me today. Some people leave a memory, some people leave a song. You left me with both of them, and I've carried them too long. A song for the one who left, a song for the tears I hide, a song for the empty place still sleeping by my side. A song for the one who left, though you will never hear. I sing it to the lonely night and pretend that you are near. If someday this song finds you wherever you may be, I hope it brings one moment when you remember me. A song for the one who left, a song for what we knew, a song for all the words I never said to you, a song for the one who left, a love that still remains softly in the melody and quietly in the rain. This is a song for the one who left and the one who stayed behind. Goodbye never ends when love is still alive. It echoes in the morning and returns again at night. It sits beside the window, it follows through the rain. It wears your face in strangers and whispers out your name. I thought goodbye was final, a closing of the door, but I keep hearing footsteps across the empty floor. Goodbye never ends, it only changes sound. It becomes the lonely silence when no one is around. still somehow stayed the same. The bed, the books, the music, the cup you used to hold, they all became reminders of a story growing old. I tried to say I'm stronger, I tried to say I'm free, but every time the night falls, you come back to me. Goodbye never ends, it only changes sound. It becomes the lonely silence when no one is around. Goodbye never ends, when the heart won't let love die, it turns into a memory that learns how to cry. Maybe in another lifetime we won't lose our way. Maybe there's a kinder world where you decide to stay. Goodbye never ends, not for someone like me. I keep living in the afterglow of what we used to be. Goodbye never ends, it stays until the end. Some loves become forever, even when they cannot mend. Goodbye